Okay, so we've got the rear bar back from powder coating. I'm just fitting the swing arms to it now. First up, I'm greasing the bearings before I put them on. I'm just packing them quite in. This takes quite a bit of time, just making sure it's greased properly. With the axle stub kit that I bought, you get two tapered bearings, a big one down at the bottom and then a smaller top one that fits over the top. So I placed the first one in and then I put the second one into the actual swing arm at the top. Now I'm just fitting the crown nut to the top. All I did was keep tightening it up until I felt like there was enough tension on the bearings and it was sitting properly. Just a bit of back and forth, making sure they're tight enough, testing it, see how it's sitting. Next I'm just using a screwdriver just to place the ring oil seal into it. I put this on before, as I learnt the hard way last time. I'm just using a screwdriver to pry that in. That just makes sure there's no grease drops out of the bottom and it's all sealed up. And then nipping it up a little bit more and making sure it's tight enough so I can get the split pin through it. As you can see, it's sitting flush, doing its job. When we get the wheel on a bit later, you'll see that it doesn't drop or move at all and still does its job. Next up, I'm just doing the other side. This is me fitting the rotary shaft oil seal first. Same again, just packing all the bearings, making sure that's good. Bottom bearing to start with, and then the top one goes in after that. Same process, crown nut on the top, tighten it up, make sure it sits flush. One thing I did notice when I was building it was the actual handle was in the way, so I did do a little cut out, but I didn't put it back together before it went off a powder coating. So I've had to cut after it's powder coated. The film off. So I opted for some heavy duty latches. I was going to pop rivet on, but I just found that welding it on would be easier. I'd have no messing at the back. So I put a tack through the middle of the hole. I also did one at the top, the bottom and the side just to make sure it's strong. I let that cool down, I grounded it all down, and then next up put some primer on. When and if I do make another rear bar again, I'd make sure this was all done before powder coating, but it was a little bit rushed getting ready for the journey down to Albany. Once the primer had dried, I put some black gloss spray on it. She is officially done. Electric box is mounted, the control box. I've got my 2 fridges running, my main fridge and my centre console fridge. And then I went for 2 King's drawers. On the left, 2 skin ones and then like a deep one. This is all for my recovery gear.